What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. We're going to be talking about AMC in this video. And I need to just talk to you about what is the point of all of this? Because I've been getting questions from, people that are close to me that don't understand the situation. They don't understand exactly what's going on with everything and why I talk about AMC so much, why I talk about this short squeeze so much, why I would be hyping up a situation like this when you don't really see things like this happen in history or two times in history because you've seen GameStop run up and now we're expecting AMC to run up and GameStop to run up even more. And they're always trying to understand exactly what I see in the position and why I'm even making these moves, why I invest in AMC. And I decided that I would make this video just to basically break down why I invest in AMC, why it is a good movement, why it's so like strong of a position for me, personally. Um, and we can get into all that. But I asked before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video. It does help it go out to everybody. Also, make sure that you check out some of the links in the description. It does help out my channel a ton. Check out some merch and all that stuff. But what we need to talk about here is why I believe in AMC so much. AMC is a movement of people that believe in a different type of system. The way that Wall Street is built, the way that the system is built today is completely different than how we want it to see, than how a lot of people make it out to be, because they're always pitching that this is for the little guy, this is for the everyday person to invest. This makes sense for you to make more money, to make generational wealth, when in fact it's the exact opposite. A lot of returns are smaller when they could have been a lot bigger, but returns are very small so that anybody that has a lot of money can have predictable gains. People that have $1 billion make way more than we make with thousands of dollars. So it takes so long to get to that point to where we can make $1 million. And now we have money to put into some of these long-term accounts that we can live off of the interest. However, if we're not making enough money, if we don't have enough money from our everyday job, we can't make that much money off of interest. We make the same percentage. We can't make that much money. And it sucks that they would have, that same percentage that they would be able to gain with $1 billion that we would with $1,000. Like, I feel like it's more of a risky investment for us because we're putting a larger portion of our wealth, our generational wealth that we want to try and create, anything that we have, money that's in our piggy bank, like that's what we're doing. So it's a different thing that we want to get across when it comes to this overall system. We want to make this into a people first type of market, instead of looking at institutions, hedge funds, big money, people that have a lot of cash, free cash. They're making a ton out of this. And the reason being is because that's the way the system is set up. Now, I don't want to sit here and say that the system is completely unfair based on the fact that they have so much money, which obviously that's an issue. But the point that they have so much money, from the start was not really my argument. It's about how they're able to keep a lot of that wealth based on, investing basically a lot of their free cash, which would be 100, 1,000, 2,000 times what a normal person's wealth is. So the overall movement is to basically get the power out of those institutions, hedge funds, and big money's hands. Right? We don't want to see them have the power. This is why you have day trading communities. Day trading communities are always looked down on. They're always frowned upon as people that lose money, because a lot of people get started, aren't really educated, and they don't understand how to manage risk and make money. While they're pitching all of that, then they pitch that safe investing is the way to go. So then everybody tries to invest safe. They're gaining 10%. Okay, the stock market is more predictable. They're gaining a ton of money out of it. It just makes no sense how this overall market is running, right? So that's basically one reason, right? We want to get back at the system and make sure this is a change. An everyday person can make a decent amount of money. Day trading shouldn't be frowned upon. This is why every single day trading book or lesson that you take will factor in institutional shares. How many shares institutions hold? And if they hold 70%, 80%, a bunch of that stock, well, people are not going to want to invest into that because it can be rug pulled if they want it to. If they want to collapse the market, they can collapse the market because you have hedge funds that literally run the entire market. If that hedge fund crashes, the entire market crashes, right? If that hedge fund decides that they want to pull out of a stock, then all the other institutions will know about this. Big money will know about it, but retail traders will not know about it. And all money will pull back in that position. Retail traders get burned. That's just what they end up doing to us so that they create this dynamic. The way that people are driven now, or the way that the system is driven now, people are forced to work because they can't build this wealth outside of an everyday job making $9 an hour or $10 an hour. And that's kind of being generous, right? Obviously, wages have gone up because, work is kind of easier to get from what I understand, but most people don't want it because of unemployment and all that stuff. But that's basically what mainstream media is pushing. I don't really know if that's 100% true because I've seen some other stories. But anyways, that's the main reason is I want to get back at the hedge funds. Hedge funds are making horrible decisions, and it's not necessarily just me. Like, it's not only me that's put into the situation, because if it's only me, I can't do anything. They have billions of dollars. I have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars that I have to be able to invest in short-term positions. That's not enough, right? With the amount of people that are in this community, it's a different story. We have enough people to, kind of compare it a little bit or fight those numbers. I know they still have billions of dollars, but we can end up accumulating billions of dollars as well with the amount of people that are invested in one position or in multiple positions. And I think the way this overall community is, it's great to be able to be a part of. So that's one reason why I'm investing into it. Another reason, obviously, is because I want to be able to generate wealth for myself. I do believe that there's a big position here, a big or a large chance, large opportunity to gain a ton out of this position because of all of the information, the short interest that continues to rise, the amount of shorted shares that they have, dark pool trading, anything that's done behind the scenes that we're not seeing in front of our face. We know it's there because the stock is acting very weird for the amount of volume that's going through, or the amount of buy volume that's going through, the amount of people that are buying into that position, and the way it's acting right after the fact, the pullbacks, the more aggressive pullbacks that you don't typically see with a normal position. Just doing standard technical analysis, you can see that doesn't really make sense. So that's the biggest reasons why I want to invest into this position, why I continue to hold on to this position and talk about it all the time, because it's more of an opportunity than a lot of people see. It's a bigger opportunity than you would probably see. You probably think, oh, you know what? I'm going to sell this thing at $200. Well, it's a bigger opportunity than that. It really is, because what they tend to do in the time period from 2008, 2009, all the way until today, I don't think they learned a single thing. Banks are getting in on this, shorting the position. You saw articles from Bank of America and how they're losing a bunch on short positions. You saw some different articles, some different banks that are getting into it, which means that they learned nothing. 2008, they were basically, doing everything that should be considered illegal. But it was great. It was great by them. It was the best thing since sliced bread for them. And I don't like that at all. The reason why is because, right, the overall market, people lost their houses, people lost businesses. There's just so much negativity that happened while the banks get basically a bailout and have no issues at all while they made all of these mistakes. And I don't think they learned anything, because I think behind the scenes, the way that I'm seeing this, behind the scenes, there's so much more that we need to uncover that this creates a huge opportunity for generational wealth. Also, to change the system. That's the main piece, to change the system. Now, for me, this is a personal situation for me. Um, and I know I said that twice. It kind of was weird. But this is a personal situation for me because they're trying to take a business away, right? They're trying to take a 100-year-old business away that is a great business model. I understand people say, "Oh, streaming is coming into play and all that stuff." Movie theaters, movie companies, they can't make money from streaming services, right? Because if you look at the facts, you look at the just simple detail of it. If you have a movie that comes out on a streaming service, and everybody else doesn't want to buy it for $30, right? Or doesn't want to pay for Disney Plus or whatever it is, they will basically take 30, 60 people, have a party at their house, watch the movie. It's a brand new movie. Then what are you going to do? You just lost 30, or I guess 29 to 59 customers, right? Ticket sales. And that's basically saying you're basically paying $6 for 60 people to watch that movie. It makes no sense. The movie wouldn't make enough money, and that's why streaming services wouldn't work on day one releases. It's just not possible. Netflix is struggling with a lot of stuff, and I know they were losing a lot of money, which is kind of weird because you look at some of the financial statements and all that stuff, and it shows like net income and all this positive net income and all of that. But you obviously have to look a more detailed level. But they're trying to take a business away from me and away from us that I grew up on. One of my best childhood memories, and I'll get into another one. One of my best childhood memories is going into movie theaters and just watching movies, getting away from whatever was back there, whatever was in my mind. And now I can watch a movie, watch this story that's not my story. It's a brand new story to me. And I can just sit there with maybe family members or, a significant other or whatever, and just, watch the movie, enjoy the story. It was just amazing, from the age of 11 all the way up until the age, probably the age of 9, all the way up until now. I watch movies and I love movies, Marvel movies. I watch movies with my daughter. I don't want them to take that away from her, that experience. They already took one experience away from her that I can never give her. And that's Toys R Us. Toys R Us, yes, they have a new business, which I don't even know if it's operating now because their whole business model, they jumped up right before the pandemic. But they took Toys R Us away from me. And Toys R Us was literally like all of my childhood because I grew up as a poor child, and anybody would know you growing up as a poor child, you have certain memories that you don't really spend money on. And it's just an amazing experience. It's one of your best childhood memories. I went to Toys R Us. We went to Toys R Us just to look, just to play with some of the toys that they had on display, just to see everything that they had in the store. It was such a big store. It was just filled with toys. It was like Christmas morning times 50, and not even buying anything. Even if I went there and just got like I don't know, a Hot Wheels car, which was insanely expensive, but a Hot Wheels car, I was just so happy to be there and just spend, maybe an hour or two in that store. It's like going to a Disneyland for a kid. Obviously, my children are going to have a little bit better of experience with that stuff and traveling and all that stuff. But it was such a good experience for me. You took that away from me, and I can never let my child experience that, even though it might not be as exciting as I thought it was, because she's going to see these other things that are probably a little bit more exciting. But it was a great memory for me. You took that away from me by doing the same thing you're trying to do now. I couldn't save Toys R Us. I couldn't do anything there. I obviously don't have that push to be able to create any type of a movement. But AMC, we can definitely save AMC. AMC is not a business that should be bankrupt. AMC is a business that everybody should support. Movies are my life. I love movies. My wife loves movies. We built our relationship, off of going to the movies. There was one weekend we went to see 4 movies in like 3 days. That's ridiculous, right? We love stories. We love movies. We love like just throwing everything out the window, not worrying about schoolwork, not worrying about work, not worrying about, family or anything unless you get some sort of a call, but you're engaged in that story, and they're trying to take this away from me. So I just wanted to create this video to let you guys know why I'm so passionate about AMC. And it's not something where I'm just like, um, I want to give up on AMC. No, it's more than that. It's way more than that. So anyways, guys, that's my video. Hopefully you enjoy it. I know it's a 15-minute video. Hopefully you watched till the end. If you did, then make sure you type in Gatorade, and let me know if you have any favorite Gatorade flavors in the comment section below. Let me know. But that's why I invested in AMC, and that's why I will continue to stay involved in AMC. It's just because I just believe in the business so much. I really do. But that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.